G'day, it's Pat Dooley and this is episode 4 in the series Level Up. A super cool thing about your brain or your mind is that you just might have a preference for learning. Why is this important? Let's get into that now. It'll become much clearer to you in a few minutes. It might even turn you into a super learner once you know how to level up your learning. A couple of quick things to keep in mind. As a self-learner, it's in your best interest to figure out which is your most effective way to learn. Since the ancient Greeks, even before them, we have been labelling body types, personality types, even learning preferences. And around 400 BC, a fellow named Hippocrates recognised what he called 4 temperaments: sanguine, choleric, melancholic, phlegmatic. Wow, that's a mouthful. And since then, different scholars have developed models about categorising people into learner types. In 1928, William Marston changed the old Greek titles to new ones known as the DISC model: D for dominant, I for inspirational, S for submissive, and C for compliant. And the internet is awash with people claiming new types or refining old types. My point with all this is to show you that throughout the ages, researchers have noticed basic types of people. Remember earlier when I said, imagine looking at the puzzle completed, then look at the parts? Well, if you do have a preferred way to learn, then it's a good idea to figure out what it is, right? Here's a simple way to think about it. Think of a huge family-sized pizza and imagine that pizza is like the learning faculty inside your mind. We can break the pizza into slices, maybe 3 or 4, even 6 or 8, and we could even give each slice a name and a different portion size. But instead of getting caught up in naming pizza slices, think of it like this instead. You do have a learning faculty and you may have a preferred method of learning. So find out for yourself what is the most effective for you. Is it reading? Is it listening? Or maybe you have to actually do something first before you know it. In most cases, it's a combination of all 3, leaning towards one as more dominant. The thing about all these theories is this: there currently isn't one ring to rule them all. There's no absolute theorem. So there isn't really a right way to learn, only the most effective way to learn for you. But a surefire, ineffective strategy is to ignore your own natural strengths by not investigating what your strengths are. So my point again, take a bit of time, dig into yourself and hack your mind. Find out the most effective way to get new information, retain it and apply it in your life. You might surprise yourself. Do some online searches for free online learning style tests, something like that, and test out several different ones. Read about the different learning types and styles and uncover if you actually do have a preference. Next episode, I'll share with you more on this. Start to level up your thinking, speaking, reading and writing. If you like this episode and this series, please share it to someone. One person is all I ask who you think might benefit from it. Talk to you next episode.